I am so sorry. I didn't get
No
my
worries.
notification
Yeah.
on my phone.
Oh.
Someone called me and I looked at the time and I was like, fuck off. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just making sure that it was like I didn't send the wrong code or something. So this is good. Okay.
No, yeah. Sorry. That was totally on me and I'm my girlfriend likes to quote me. I say I'm not type A, I just know how I like things. So me being late is not acceptable for myself, so I'm sorry.
Well, hey, how's it going besides all
I'm
this?
okay. Yeah, besides that, no, it's okay. It's you know what? I can't complain. I've really found my swing of things in the world right now. So it's been not to say it's not been overly positive, but I'm trying to make the most of the situation and it's going pretty well.
Awesome. Yeah, it's been a weird year, definitely. So yeah, are you out in Winnipeg right now or in the area?
Yeah, I think yeah, yeah. I live in Winnipeg
Is
right in
it
the middle of it,
lagging?
sort of.
I'm sorry.
You were, but now you are not.
Okay. Don't mean to interrupt you. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
that's okay.
is it as cold out there as everyone says?
It can't. Oh yeah, absolutely. Right now it's actually okay. Um, I was, yeah, yeah. We hit -50.
Dang.
Like it's for real.
Do you think it's affected your music?
Absolutely. Um, Winnipeg is the most underrated city in the country, and I'm biased. I live here, but it's really like you're really stuck on both sides. Like, um, the next like Toronto's 24 hours away. Vancouver, as you know, is 24 hours away. Um, Minneapolis is 8 hours south. So you really just have to do your own thing. And so Winnipeg is actually world renowned in some parts of the world for being such an incredible artistic city. So because we've just had to make do with what we have and do it ourselves. So and Tunic is definitely a from that. Absolutely is born of that.
That's awesome. Yeah, so speaking of Tunic, I want to talk a little bit how that band got started because I read that it got started out of spite because you tried to join a different band and they said you weren't good enough. And I love that story that you were like, fuck it, and started your own band. So let's talk a little bit about
Yeah,
that.
I was actually in that band for 4.5 years, and
Oh
then
my gosh, okay.
and then the guy who uh, I was playing bass in it, and he told me that he's like, you're not really good enough to be here. And I was like, is that how you treat someone who's been by your side? Like we've had three drummers and three keyboard players in that 4.5 years, and I've been the constant band member here, and that's what you say to me. And I was like, kind of just like, fuck that. I don't need to be here then. Like I know my worth, and I know I'm not the best musician, but I know my worth. And so I just was like, I'm good. And so I just walked in it, and I made Tunic. So that I've never Tunic is the first and only band I've ever like wrote songs for and fronted and played guitar in. And so it very much was like, I'll show you. Like I'll do the opposite of everything. It was like that episode of Seinfeld where every instinct that George has is wrong, and so the opposite must be right. So I just kind of did that based off of that experience with this other band. I was like, well, he did things like this, and that didn't work out. So if I do them the other way, then it should work out. And so far, it's been pretty good.
Yeah, I love Tunic, so I'm happy that you kind of had that.
Thank you.
uh, so how long would you say like it took you to start the band right after leaving that band?
Oh gosh,
Or
a
when did
long
the
time.
idea even come to you?
There's like a little bit like it's kind of like I don't know, like when you're in a relationship and you know that you're gonna break up, but you're not ready to break up yet. That's kind of like there was like some overlap for sure. So like Tunic has been around for a while, but Tunic was a hobby band for probably the first 6 years, maybe. Like I never played guitar before, so I had to teach myself to play guitar. Like the first like 2 or 3 years, we just like got together and drank beer and smoked cigarettes in the jam space and just like hung out. It was glorified hanging out with two people I really liked. And as I learned to find who I was as a songwriter and as a musician, as a guitarist, so um, it was pretty like it was a little bit before I quit that I knew that I was going to try and do something on my own. But we were never supposed to go on tour. We were never supposed to like record a record, let alone what we're doing now. So
Yeah, so speaking of recording, you guys have a new album coming out called Exhaling. I think it's kind of cool
mhm.
because you guys have, so correct me if this is wrong or not, but it's 23 songs, but 3 of them are new and 20 of them are from different things that are not recorded anymore. Is that right?
Yeah, well, yeah, they're the 20. There's 3 new songs, and then there's 20 other songs that are from all these like sold out releases that like we've done in the past. Like we've done a variety of 7 inches and one full length record, and all those 7 inches and records are sold out, and so we we are sort of sitting on them, and like it's something that I've always sort of thought about doing. And then when we signed to Artifact, I was like, this is sort of an idea that I have. Would you be into it? And he was into it, which was cool. And also, not to get too much into it, but the label that put out our first record ended up being pretty brutal and like stopped paying their employees and like sort of just like dipped. And we didn't have a signed contract with them, but they like it was up on their Bandcamp and people were buying records and then emailing me being like, where's my record? I bought it 6 months ago from your label. And I'm like, oh fuck. Like, you know, the label, like, that's like the label just like stopped happening. And so I just was like, so this is also sort of a way to get the record out of the hands of those people who I didn't trust and put these recordings with a label that I do trust that I am happy to work with.
No, that's awesome. I'm happy that you get to re-release all of that. Is this an ignorant question, but is it going to fit all on one record?
You know what? It technically doesn't.
Ah, okay.
There is one song that is removed from the vinyl that is on the CD, but not on the vinyl, if I recall correctly. But that was also sort of the idea behind it, is that the joke was like, it all fits on a record because all the songs are so short. Like, you know, if we can fit 23, 22 songs on an album, let's, you know, it's sort of the beauty of our short songs.
Is there an importance behind it being yellow? Every description I read mentions that it's a yellow.
That's
record.
yellow.
Yeah.
For us, yes, but we're doing like color variables, like pairings. So like the next record, the sleeve will be yellow and the record will be blue. So it's just sort of like this aesthetic thing just for our own like sort of like inside joke within ourselves, like just to be like, now this one's the opposite of what the other one was. Isn't that wild? Like
Whatever works, right?
yeah.
So another cool thing that you guys have is if you subscribe to your mailing list, you guys have the 9 songs and it's called Tunnel Vision Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So how come you decided to release that for free and why is it separate from the vinyl release?
That's a good question. Yeah, Tunnel Vision Eyes is some of the earliest recordings of the band. And we recorded those years and years and years ago. And it just sort of they were supposed to be our first record, and then the buddy who we were working with who was putting it out really dragged his heels, like getting his shit together to put it out. And by the time he's like, okay, I'm ready to put this record out, we're like, well, we sort of feel a little outgrown from those songs. We had written a bunch of new stuff, and we're like, you know, there's only really 4 or 5 songs on this record that we're still playing live, that, you know, that that we feel as artists connected to. And so we put out 4 of those songs, and that was the Disappointment EP, which was our first ever EP. And then we made another EP, which is the 3 songs. That's Tunnel Vision Eyes and Mumbled, and track 3 on whatever Television Eyes the double EP is. But those I actually re-listened to those songs this fall for the first time in years, and I was like, these are actually pretty good. And you know what, we've sat on them for a long time on my hard drive, and we're actually sort of at a place where people actually sort of care about our band a little bit, and it'd just be like a nice just like a nice present, a nice treat to give everybody. And just sort of like a, you know, when I go on tour, I can see everybody and I can say hi and I can say thank you, and to give that appreciation in person. But we can't do that right now. So I figured it would be a good time to just put up this like free 9 songs and just, you know, say see you soon, and I hope you dig the tunes.
What was my next? I feel like I had something and then I lost it. Oh yes,
Okay,
you guys released a demo today that I just got an email about, and it's like demo number 13. So I was gonna ask if that's like exclusive for the mailing list as well, or? Yeah,
so I'm just sharing. In January, I tried to write a song every single day, which was a lot and very tiring, and I mostly did it. And so this summer we wrote a bunch of songs for our 3rd record. And actually, that's how I remembered that I was late for this interview. Was the producer for the 3rd record just called me, and I was like, "Oh, I have to call you back." And so we wrote a bunch of songs. And though I've been without practicing, I got into home recording. And so these demos that I'm just writing at home by myself, I'm just sending out to the email list folks, just to be like, you know, exclusive spicy treat for everyone to enjoy, as just you know, as sort of a token of my appreciation.
Awesome. Yeah, so it's worth signing up to the mailing list. Okay. So you guys did a live video for your song Boss, and I know you said you guys are going to be doing more live videos, so what can fans expect from that?
Oh man, yeah, we did 3 live videos this past October. That's probably the last time that we were all in the same room, except for tonight, where we are practicing for the live videos that we were shooting on Sunday. But so we have 3 more live videos coming out. We have 5 more live videos coming out, including the 3 that we're shooting on Sunday. And then Exhaling's out April 9th, and our proper 2nd record is out this fall. So there's I was just about to storyboard a video for the 2nd record. So it's so tons of stuff. We're literally putting out every song we've ever recorded this year. So it's we're giving it all away. We're going for it.
Awesome. Lots to look forward to. I saw in an Instagram post that you said the Breeders are better than the Pixies. So I want to know why you think so, at least.
Why I think so? Okay, because the Pixies. Okay, so I should say that the Pixies were like you know, like everyone else, I found Nirvana, and then I dug a little deeper and I found the Pixies, and the Pixies really were that first band to make dissonance and melody work so beautifully together. And I love the Pixies, and that's how I learned how to play music, was playing to Kim Deal's bass lines. The Pixies has some great records, but the Breeders are more consistent. Is my the batting average in the Breeders is higher, and also there's just such a animosity between Frank Black and Kim Deal and those later records. Not that you can hear it, but just knowing that, it kind of ruins it for me. Like, I know that like Kim and Frank were never in the studio together, when they record. I think it's Trompe Le Monde. It might be Bossa Nova, but like they were never in the studio at the same time. They had separate tour buses. Like when Kim was still in the band, like the only time they saw each other was on stage. And for me, I'm just like, you know, my band is I realize that not every band is a family, but you know, that's kind of important to me on a personal level. But the real answer is that the Breeders just have consistent releases.
Cool. And my last question is, what's next for you guys?
What's next for Tunic? We will be writing and recording. I may potentially be moving to a different province, which would not really change anything for the band. We would still continue to exist and be the workhorses that we are. New records, tours when we can, new videos. We try to work at as fast as possible. So I would love to have a new record out. I'd love to have the album 3 recorded by the end of the year and have it out in 2022. I'm going to make a solo record, which isn't Tunic related, but I am in Tunic. So yeah, no, that's like just making music and doing what we do.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you for chatting with me. I'm happy this worked out, even if it was late.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Thank you for.
No worries. Yeah.
I appreciate your patience. Sorry.
This close. This close.
So, yeah, my mistake.
No worries. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good
Awesome.
here. I'll let you go.
Awesome. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day. And I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Don't worry.
Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you. Yeah, you too.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.